this is something I notice with people. So I'm really social, right? GTA aside, in general, I always have like a lot of different friend groups that I dip into here and there. I'm just really social. I know a lot of people, and I'm very comfortable hanging out with new groups at any point in time, right? If it's like 8 friends have known each other for 10 years and then they just invite me to a thing, I'll be like, okay, yeah, and I won't feel awkward. I won't feel left out, right? I'll just be like, okay, me too. So because of this, I bounce around between a lot of different groups. When someone invites me to something, I just hop in and I'm having a great time. And I've always found that my more introverted friends will see, not just me, but people like me do that. And when they see you hang out with a different group of friends, they get awkward and they're like, maybe I'll ask them to do less stuff. They seem so busy with that other group of people. Like, if you don't main them, if that makes sense, if you don't like main them and message them more than everyone else, like message them a ton, they like think that they're not your main, therefore they just stop asking you to do shit. And it's not even like they feel horrifically bad about it. They just naturally do that, you know? So it's like just a disconnect between people like that and the people like me, where I'm just like, I love everyone, you know? Like, all different people invite me to stuff and I'm like, haha, yay! And I'm just like, you know, frolicking everywhere. Like, I just love that shit. So I'm never like consciously being like, oh, this is my main group of friends, or that's my main group of friends, or blah blah blah. I don't think about stuff like that. I just hang out with, you know, if these people invite me and I have time and I enjoy them, okay, let's go, right? I'm very much like that. But yeah, I've noticed a lot of my like more introverted friends have like a hard time. Like, you have to like go to them and be like, I'm reminding you that I enjoy you a lot. And then they'll be like, oh, that's right. Okay, thank God. I will now invite you to something. Right? You have to like actively nurture these people, or they'll like crumble away from you socially. And they never do it purposefully. They never mean it like that. And usually it's as simple as like, you just go to them and be like, we haven't done anything in a while, you know, which is what I usually do. I kind of cycle around to people if I haven't seen them in a bit and be like, hey, what's going on, you know? But it's just funny. I feel like through streaming I've really seen a lot of it. But it's not just streaming. Like, people just do this in real life all the time, right? So I wish I'm extrovert like that, just be a chill dude with everyone. Yeah, and the thing is, like, I don't even consider myself an extrovert. I know it like sounds like it. I instead choose to say I'm really social, because my social battery gets really worn down, you know, and I really need like many hours in the day to just sit there and vegetate and not talk to anyone to feel comfortable. But I'm also social. I'm both, right? Me, when a friend messages me unprompted and it fixes me mentally for a fiscal quarter, yeah, it's me. I'm that friend to everyone. Yeah. Is it called introvert? Like ultra, like other. I think they call it ambivert, but I think none of those definitions are real. I don't think those definitions are real. I think those are fake. You know, I love talking about MBTI because it's fun, but it's like, it's basically a horoscope. It's not real, you know? Instead, it's just how socially active are you? And then how much time do you need to be alone as well, right? Like, all these different things are just like preference. It's not, you know, it's not a category so much. You still put people in buckets a little bit, but, you know, it ain't real. Omnivert, you love talking to plants and animals. Yeah, I think like at the end of the day, I know who I am, and I go to a party and there's a dog at the party, and I sit down next to the dog and I don't move from the dog. And then when I have to leave the house at the end of the night, I'm like, he needs me, and I like look back at the dog 10 times as I'm leaving, you know, and then I'm like, wow, I didn't talk to anyone much, did I? So, you know, I know what I am. I hate people. Streaming makes a lot of people turn into social butterflies. Yeah, you know, before streaming, I always had groups of friends. I never really would go out and actively seek new friends, though. I was fine if I had 2 friends. I was fine if I had 20 friends. I really didn't care. And I would spend long periods of time alone, not talking to anybody, and I'd have a great time. I'd just play video games and chill, you know? And then streaming, now there are all these people available to me, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll hang out with them, right? Like, it's just, I think I'm just neutral. I'm neutral to all of it. Not me. I'm chill, and whatever's in front of me is what I'm doing. If I'm placed into a scenario where there are a lot of people around and I can hang out with all of them, I'll start hanging out with all of them. If there's no one around, I'll just be like, all right, hell yeah, I love alone time. And I just sit around alone, you know? You know what I mean? Just floating through life, man. You got suckered into K-pop groups recently, and man, they're so ingrained in MBTI. Dude, it's so annoying. Every Korean friend of mine is like obsessed with it. I know some people have gotten MBTI tattoos where it says like ENTP on their arm or whatever the fuck. Yeah, no, it's like the same way they do the blood type horoscope shit where they believe that if certain blood types dictate like how you are, right? So I'm blood type AB, and they'd always be like, that means you're quirky. That means you're a very quirky person. You're very odd. And I was like, it's my blood type. They'd be like, I would have thought you were blood type B, actually. Right? Like, that's a big thing in Asia in general. Yeah, no, Korea started in the same way attaching to MBTI now. And they talk about it constantly, and it's so annoying. Because whenever I, like, reconnect with these friends, they're like, what's your MBTI? And I'm like, stop. I don't want to talk to you about this. I don't know. I don't even hate talking about it. It's just like the amount that they ask about it, you know? It gets crazy. It gets insane. What did you say, Garrick? You said, I'm completely non-verbal off stream sometimes and do nothing, yet I was voted most friendly in high school. Yeah. I'm like that, man. Dude, if there's nothing happening, there's no one around, I will lay down and stare at the ceiling for 3 hours. I don't know. That shit's crazy. I don't know, man. Your MBTI changes on your mood. Yeah, when I take, I don't know, if I take the little quiz, I feel like I get the same, like, 2 things every time. I don't really have too much fluctuation, but I don't know. You know who says that too about me liking or not liking narrative focused games? Joel like doesn't shut up about it, and I want to kill him. I'll go play a game with him, and he'll just say, like, to his chat, he'll be like, she only likes arcadey games, she hates story. And I'm like, what? Where are you from? What? Who are you? This is like one of my closest friends, you know? I'm like, what are you saying?